we've actually done introducing ourselves on the comment section. Yeah, and that's a fantastic one. I want to appreciate everyone who have actually done that. We say thank you very much for that brief introduction in the comment section. We welcome you once again. Thank you very, very much. So now, the next thing we have right now, without wasting our time, is something very important, and which is the opening remark, and that will be done briefly by the founder of this very great mentoring program, Spring Pilot, and that is not another person than Mr. Abdul Rashid Adeoye. So let's welcome him with a sounding round of applause. Let's welcome with a sounding round of applause. Thank you, thank you. Please let's welcome him as he's about to take the invisible mic. Yeah, thank you very much. Mr. Abdul Rashid, sir, you have the floor.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Omodi, for that introduction. Then I also want to thank everyone for joining the call tonight. It's really a pleasure, for having every one of us here. So briefly, what I'm going to be doing is just to talk about the Spring Pilot briefly. Omani, please, can you go to the next slide so that everybody can flow with me very well? So the name of the mentorship platform is the Spring Pilots, and our tagline is "Where Brilliance Flow Growth Begins." So Spring Pilot is the mentorship initiative created to support aspiring and early career data professionals through intentional growth, shared learning, and guided mentorship. So it means that it is a platform where we connect mentors and mentees together. And we have four main objectives which drives the organization for now. So the first one is there is a mentorship initiative, and we connect mentors and mentees together. For now, we have onboarded 12 mentors and 12 mentees so far. And for our information, it's also a free initiative as well. You don't have to pay anything. Then the other objective is that all career levels are involved. If you're a beginner, intermediate, or experienced professionals, we are all welcome to at the Spring Pilot. Although our first batch is filled now, and we are not yet taking another cohort. So maybe in subsequent month later in the year we can take that. Then the top objective is mutual growth. So as our mentees are growing through the brilliance of our mentors are also sharpening their skills as they also move on. And lastly, is that we also do knowledge sharing. Although we don't actually teach at Spring Pilots, like tutoring, like other academic virtual school. We are not a virtual school. We are just a platform that is connecting mentors to mentees. But be that as it may, on our YouTube channel, we also have some courses that we have uploaded. For those that are interested, so you can check all those ones on our YouTube channel to see some of the sessions that we have uploaded there. Also, is that we also do knowledge sharing by coming to public just like this, in order for us to have to share our experience, maybe from our mentors or from external facilitators, and to share that with the public. And that is why we are having this first edition of the spring with everyone, where we want to look at technical writing and using Medium as a platform. So we also have other engagement that are also still coming up. Maybe later as the event unfold, we are still going to be getting to know about all that. So I think that will be all from me, and I want to wish everyone a very fantastic evening and a very lovely and interesting session tonight. Thank you all for having me, and thank you all for joining the call. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that brief one. Thank you very much. Can you just give me a sounding round of applause and kind of like an emoji? Yeah, your favorite emoji, you can use that as well. Yeah, thank you very much, Aisha. Thank you, Oshida. Thank you, Akim. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I can see that. Thank you, Blessing. Yeah, that's awesome. So thank you, founder. We really appreciate that brief because right. We are in a world where everybody actually can just go to YouTube and then decide that, oh, I want to go and learn data analytics. I want to learn this particular thing. But yet, exactly the challenge right there is the fact that you are going to get lost. You're going to get lost when you start finding yourself in pools of knowledge, a lot of things, right? So, but then that is the gap we're trying to bridge right here in Spring Pilot, connecting the professionals, connecting the intermediate, connecting the low and the beginners, everyone together, the mentor and the mentee, and trying to bridge the gap of um, knowledge overflow. Yeah. So thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. We say thank you once again. Okay, yeah, moving on. The next thing on our agenda, can you guess what it is? Yeah, can you guess what it is? I think I've told you earlier, but I want to see if someone can actually guess what the next thing is. Yeah, can anybody do that? Anyone? What the next agenda is? I just showed it not quite long. I don't want to go into it yet. Yeah, in the comment section, because it's going to be a very, very interesting one. The next one, yeah. Anybody? Okay, so yeah, so here we are. So the icebreaker session. The icebreaker session. Now, this session is kind of like we want to engage our mental capacity, right? Of course, we're going to be having our experts anytime soon, but let's see how well we are vast with this knowledge of data analytics, right? With this knowledge of data engineering. Please, few seconds. I want to show my screen in the icebreaker session because this one is kind of not moving. I don't know. Few seconds, please.
Abino, beautiful.
Okay, yeah. So okay, thank you for that one. Yeah. So moving on. The other one was not moving. So now we have the icebreaker session, and guess what? This is something very interesting. Yeah. So I want us to do this. Oh, I've already showed us. I want us to do something very interesting right now. So I'm going to be presenting some logos, and we are going to be responding what the name of that particular logo is, right? So we want to see the first person to type the name of that logo in the comment section. So are we ready for this? Can you give me some kind of emoji to show that you're actually ready for this, please? Or Mr. Adeshino Ridwan, can you please mute your mic? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, only Aisha. Okay, yeah, thank you. Oshida, thank you. Only Aisha and Oshida are ready. How about us? Yes, we want to go into that right now. Okay, blessing. Thank you, Malik. Thank you. Okay, yeah, let's move on. So let's see how versed we are in our data analytics or data engineering journey. So what is the name of this tool? Yeah, this particular tool. Write it in the comment section. Can we say that in the comment section? The answer? Yeah, I know a lot of us are quite vast with this already, but then we are still coming there. So Okay. Or okay, instead of meet in the comment section, can we have someone to say anything? If you know the name, can you just say it? Yes. Anybody?
Power
Anybody?
BI.
Power BI, Aisha. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So let's move on. Yeah, the next one. Yeah, this is the next one. I don't want Aisha again. Another person, yes. Another person. Um, I don't want to call him. Yes. Can we say this? What's the name of these two? Oh, time up because I'm counting time, just few seconds. Okay, the next one, I'm not going to say the name yet. The next one, how about this? Just 10 seconds. Tell us the name. 10 seconds. Anybody to unmute and tell us the name?
Python.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Python. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, the next one. Yes. So let's see who's going to get this. Let's see who's going to
Google
get
Drive.
this.
Google
I
Drive.
can't hear you.
Google Cloud.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Someone, that person who mentioned Google Cloud now, I've already said something earlier. You're still saying something. You don't have to say it again, oh, please. Come on. Okay, yeah. Let's move on to the next one. The next one, 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 next one. Okay, the next one. Good. This is it. Here we are. Yes. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Time is going. 10 seconds.
No
Share
idea.
point.
Oh, no idea.
Is it
Okay.
SharePoint or
Anyone else? 10
Microsoft
seconds.
Forms?
Microsoft what?
Forms.
Microsoft Form. Okay, that's a good try. That's a good try. But that's not called Microsoft Form. It's called Microsoft Fabric. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I said I won't say the answer yet. I've said that. Okay, next one. Next one. Yes, next one. Next one. Yes, the name. Few seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Time is going. Time is going. Uh, time is going. And then time up. Okay. So this is I think let me just say, mention the name. This is what called snowflakes. I don't know if you have heard about snowflake before. That's a tool being used by data engineers and other professionals for um, creating for engineering data. So yeah, next one. Yeah, who can mention the name? Who can give me the name of this? Yes, the name. Anybody? 30 seconds. Oh, not 30 seconds, 10 seconds. 10 seconds is too much. We have AI experts here, so some people might want to use AI to quickly get the answer. So I'm not giving 30 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh, nobody. Wow. Nobody. Wow, fantastic. Okay. Since we don't have anybody to mention that, that is called data brick. Yeah, this is called data brick. So we have another one here. Anybody here to mention this? Oh, come on. Nobody's saying anything. Does it mean our AI engineers and professionals are not here yet? Our data professionals in the data engineering world are not here yet. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's that. So the name of this one is called Sense. So Sense, that's the name for this. Yeah. Thank you very much. And then we have data break, and then we have snowflakes, then we have Microsoft. This is a product of Microsoft. What's it called? So we call it Microsoft Fabrics. We have cloud, Google Cloud. Then we have Python. We have Tableau. This is Tableau, right? So And that's that. Now, moving on to the next phase, which is the main reason why we're here. So, the main reason why we're here is to learn about um technical writing, exactly how the experts are doing it. So, and then I'm going to call upon uh the person who is going to handle this, and then that's Miss Aisha. She's going to want to be give us the introduction of the expert, and then I'll hand over the mic to her. Miss Aisha, you have the floor, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are we feeling today?
Awesome.
Sorry,
Good
please, can I
evening.
get
Awesome.
more reaction?
Good evening. We are good. We thank God for the gift of life.
Thanks for attending this session. I hope we enjoy it and we learn a lot from this session. Can we all hear me? Please confirm if you can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
So this evening we'll be having a session with our a session with our facilitator talking about how to document on Medium or or on online platforms where we can showcase it to maybe recruiters or refer to it later. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce a great man whose analytical skills are as sharp as his discipline and whose lifestyle suggests he might secretly be training for Olympics. Who knows? We might not be learning only about data analytics, but also about Olympics. So our speaker tonight is Gafar Mojid. He's a proud graduate of Obafemi Awolowo University, and his analytics journey began at Bridge.ng, and he currently works at APM Terminals Apapa, the largest container terminal in West Africa. You can check that out too, so you know how big our facilitator is tonight. Also, our facilitator tonight, he turns data into business insights, exploring analytic tools such as Excel, SQL, Power BI, and Python. His technical strengths span data analysis, visualization, reporting, and problem solving, all applied to driving smarter decisions, because what is data if we are not making smart decisions? So, beyond data and dashboard, Gafar is a strong advocate of sports and healthy living, proving that balance is not just a concept, it is a practice. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome and join me in welcoming Gafar Majid, our facilitator tonight. Please, 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 I need reactions. It's not easy. It's not easy. Keep reacting, keep reacting as we welcome our speaker. So, Mr. Gafar Majid, on to you, sir. We can't wait to learn from you.
Yeah, all right. Good evening, everyone. Please, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you clearly.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm
Loud
very,
and
very,
clear.
very, very, very excited to be here. Thank you very much. So I was even surprised. I didn't even know you were talking about me. Oh. Hey, you were praising me so much, please. At the point, I thought you were
It
talking
is
about
you,
someone
sir.
else.
Awesome.
I'm very, very excited to be here today. Like she said, my name is Majid Gafar. Yeah, I'm a data analyst, and I usually work with Excel, SQL, Python, like she said, and everything so fine. Yeah, so today we'll be talking about technical writing, and it is very, very important for us as data analysts. I will not want to waste our time. The first question we're going to ask is why technical writing really matters. As an analyst, to be honest, all we do as analysts is to look for problems and solve those problems. We have to solve those problems. But now we have to write well, because for non-technical people, they have to understand what we've done. You can't work on a data with your Python and just show them your results, or work on Power BI and just show them the dashboard. Yes, our dashboards are meant to be very, very simple for everybody to understand. But when you write technically, when you write very easily for everybody to understand, even the non-technical people, you're passing information. it is very, very easy for everybody to understand what you've done. I don't know if you understand. I would really like us to be very, very interactive in this session. Are you guys still with me?
Loud and clear. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, we
okay.
are with you.
Yeah, so talking about why technical writing really matters, we're going to communicate insights. It really matters because our analysis will not have any value unless people understand them. It's all about communication. We're explaining everything about the data, why it matters. We're taking these people through all the sessions, making them know what analysis is all about and why we as analysts are important to them because we are making or we are looking for, we're giving them recommendations, we're giving them solutions for the problems that we can see. So we're taking them through everything step by step so they get to know. So the major thing about this is communication. Do you understand? It's all about communication. Now, the major, we're talking about Medium. So apart from Medium, I'm sure other people have other platforms they use. So talking about myself, to just make it very easy, talking about myself, before I started data analytics, I started web designing. So I'm the kind of person that I really don't like stress. When something gets hard and unnecessarily hard, let me put it like that, unnecessarily hard, I try to just find a way around it. I don't like stress. So starting with web designing, I did HTML, it was nice. Then I got into CSS and in my head I'm like, oh, this thing is not for me. All these .js, everything that I'm seeing here, this is not for me. It got difficult and I was not just even motivated to do more. You get. So then I realized I now got into data and it was very, very interesting for me because even when things were becoming difficult, I just was very curious. I wanted to know more. I wanted to know more. When I was trying to learn how to write queries, you get tired. But again, I just knew that, oh, this is my niche. This is what I love. Then I started learning from people. I understood that I had to start putting out projects just to make people understand and see what this person can do. You understand? Then I think I tried GitHub. Again, it was annoying me. I was stressed out. Like, what is this? The kind of person I am that does not like stress. Why is this thing stressing me? Do you get? So what I just did was I learned about Medium, and it was very, very, very easy for me. I went to check other people's pages. I was very, very happy I was very impressed by some things I saw because I could understand what these people were talking about, what they were writing about. I don't know if you guys are still with me. Okay, thank you, Blessing. So I could understand what these people were writing about. It was just very, very easy for me. And I'm like, I really like Medium, and I would really want to put in my portfolio out there. So let me try and let me see, try and share my screen. I'm sharing my screen now. Please tell me if you can see my screen. Yeah, you can see my screen. Okay, so let me just take you through my Medium page. So this is my Medium page. You can see I've uploaded about this is an Excel project, Power BI project. This is SQL. Oh, let me go back. Sorry, the restaurant data. This is SQL. This is a Power BI project. SQL. Python. Editech. This is Excel. SQL. So I just like took my time to understand like the processes. So I think for an analyst, for everyone here, and to the data analyst or everyone here in particular, I don't think you are going to be successful as a person if you don't know what you want to do or what you are doing per se. For example, now I'm going to use um, this HR dashboard and everything here to explain how to use Medium and the structures and how to use Medium. So I think I've basically explained why me personally chose Medium and why it is working for me. So I think it is very, very easy for all of us. So you just have to know yourself. You have to know your niche. You have to know the platform that works for you. But for me, because I don't even, the GitHub that stressed me that day, I've not even been curious about it to go back to it because Medium has been very easy for me. using Medium, I get people to follow what I've done. I explain to them how I even started my analysis, starting from the source of my data, showing them my data cleaning processes. So anybody that is going through it is going to, I believe the person should understand that this person understands what he's doing. This person knows what he's doing. This person is taking me through all the processes. A lot of people, actually, to be fair, I'm sure a lot of us know, a lot of people just copy other people's data, upload, put their names there. And when it comes to time to give discussions or let's talk about this, you see them, they really don't know much about it. You get, so I believe Medium is a very, very good place for us to upload our portfolio, all our projects. Now, talking about the structure, about using Medium, can you please see my screen? Let me come back. Let me confirm you guys could see and can see my screen. Okay, thank you very much, Aisha. So I'm coming back to this. This is a Power BI project about the HR team dashboard. Now, I did this 2024. I think this was one of my early projects, I did this in 2024, and I believe this is one of the best one I can use. So I'm going to talk, and I'm going to even make some corrections where I talk it, because I'm now more experienced. There are certain things I feel like if I had done this, it would have made it better. You get, so it's all about me, just you guys just following me. So about the structure of using Medium. For the first one, you have to have a title, because you're writing an article. You have to write it. You have to have a title. If you can look at this, like saying Power BI project, HR team dashboard. I can't put any company's name because you understand, you can't take a company's data out and do that. So looking at my dashboard, this is the first thing the person is going to see. Now looking at the dashboard, this is saying HR dashboard full insights. From this dashboard, I believe a lot of things are expressed here already. You can see the number of employees we have in the company. You can see the amount of male, the percentage. You can see the number of females we have in the company, the employee satisfaction rate, the employee by level, department performance rating, and so on. You see employee retrenchment. So from this dashboard alone, if you are looking at my Medium page now, you see this dashboard, you already have an idea of what the HR team is seeing, of what the HR team can get their for what the HR team has discovered from the data. You understand? This is like the output of everything. But if I'm the people's analyst or the HR analyst now, and I do this dashboard, I'm not just going to show the people at the top this dashboard and go. I'm going to explain to them. Do you understand? I'm going to give them reasons to understand how we got to this. So I'm not just going to give them statistically bad results. I'm telling them, okay, this is the accurate result. These are the things I'm just saying. When you talk to people at the top, you're telling them, you're giving them recommendations, you're doing all those things. That's by the way. So after looking at this dashboard, now I'm focusing back on Medium. I'm starting with my introduction. I'm talking about this dashboard. Now, if you look at other projects I've written, you probably see the source of the data. So that's why I said I'll be making corrections on a normal level. If I'm writing on Medium now, I'm definitely going to tell you, oh, this data is gotten from this. Sometimes I might just ignore. You get, but ideally, it's meant to be like that. So if you look at this, now it's telling you that the HR analytics dashboard built in Power BI transform raw employee data, blah blah blah, enabling human resource team to make data-driven decisions about their workforce. Now, I've already summarized what this dashboard is about. I told you inside what I just read, I told you I used Power BI. I told you this it was gotten from a raw employee data. Then, about the data set, when you make your introduction, you have the main body. But in that main body now, you're going to talk about what the data set is about, your KPIs, your data cleaning processes and all. I really don't want to make it too long. And I only want to tell you again, when using Medium, you are going to write concisely in details. Like, you don't make it too long, so it doesn't get too boring. So talking about the data set now, I'm telling you basically that this source data set consists of 1,470 records across 35 columns. I've basically explained how large the data is. I'm telling you, we have the gender column, characteristic of the gender, employee satisfaction. If you look at the image here, you can see some columns from my raw data set. Coming down, you're seeing my performance metric, which is the KPI. You're examining. So I'm talking about the KPI now. I'm talking about the things I am going to work on, the total number of employees. Those are the things that I want to get from my source data. Gender distribution, service here by total number of employee. Let me just skip through total employee by job level. So if you go through this, you are going to see, okay, these are the things I'm extracting from the data. These are my KPI and key performer indexes. If you don't understand what I'm trying to talk about. Now I'm telling you about my data cleaning process. I'm telling you how I got to where I got to. Now, to guarantee data accuracy, I began with thorough cleaning. This involved processing the CSV formatted data and creating a custom measure with count rows to determine the total employee count. Now, now that I'm more experienced, this line, I'm going to just include a line saying probably after proper cleaning and eliminating of duplicates. Now, when I say things like that, I'm making them know that okay, this our source data probably is not accurate. But I'm sure that a lot of us know that there's most times or certain times when we're working with data, we have a lot of duplicates. So when you remove that duplicate, now this our measure that I created on BI is going to be accurate. So if I impute that type of statement, this person is going to understand that this person knows what he's doing. He actually removed duplicates and used the count row measure to count to know the total number of employees. So for people that are probably not really into analytics, when you are counting rows, you're counting the unique rows, the unique information. So every, like for example now, every employee has a unique ID. So if my name is Majid Gafar and I'm at the 001, the next employee is 002. So when I count each row, we all now know the total number of unique employees we have. That's why I'm saying the total number of employees. Please, are you still with me? I don't know if I'm talking too much. Are you guys still with me, please? You guys can still see my screen, please.
Yeah, clear.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me just continue. So talking about the data cleaning process, I'm explaining how I got that. I explained that I use a custom measure with count rows to get the total number of employees. That means basically we have 1,470 rows in the data. Now talking about the employee gender, now we're already talking more about the KPIs. Do you understand? We're going more into the KPIs, employee gender, the 60 to 40. If you go back, sorry, I'm just trying to make us understand. If you go back to this now, you can see my column. Now, we've explained the KPI, things we want to get out from it. Now, we're talking about the data cleaning process. Now, like I said again, right now, I'm going to explain better if I'm writing this again, removing duplicate and all. It's just going to I'm just going to make it very, very succinct, concise, but you're going to understand it. Now, coming to this KPI now, I'm telling you that after cleaning, these are the things, these are the informations I got because I don't want to make it too long, even as it is going to get very boring. I don't know if you guys understand me. So I'm talking about the employee by gender now. I'm saying 60 to 40 male to female ratio. I'm still giving you the concise figure of 882 males, 588 females. These are the statistical things that we have to be imputing to make people understand that you did not just bring out anything from this data. You are very, very sure of what you did, and I'm telling you, it reveals a notable gender imbalance and it requires attention with potential opportunities for improving gender diversity initiative. So while writing on Medium, I'm not just writing and telling them this is what I got. I'm trying to explain that, okay, this thing that I'm seeing, you need to pay attention to it. You need to understand that there's a gender imbalance in our firm. Now, I'm speaking as the HR analyst. And from the analysis I've made, this is what I found. I need to understand that, there's a gender imbalance in our firm. Again, employment satisfaction survey. So ideally, you understand that there was a survey carried out in the firm and, they had results. So saying that the module satisfaction score suggests that factors like physical workspace conditions, the work-life balance policies, and all need to be improved on. Understand that as an analyst, if you're not solving any problem, then I don't know why you are analyzing. I'm just trying to say that because you have to solve problems. You have to look for problems and solve them. If not, we will be useless as analysts. You have to make sure that this problem you are looking at, how do we make things better? How do I make sure that our firm is getting better from the things I analyze? Do you understand? So this is from the average environmental, average employee satisfaction rates. See, employee satisfaction rates. The service year by total number of employees. Now, This is a range 0 to 4 years. I think the dashboard is going to explain it better. Let me just use the dashboard. So we're talking about the service year by total number of employees. The total employees now, if you look at it now, from 0 to 4 years, which is the first grid. If you are following me, this is 0 to 4. I don't need to. I believe. I don't know. You should understand that if you look at the horizon and this vertical line, you can see total employees. So you can see that from 0 to 4 years, where we have service here, we have 580 employees. So I'm trying to tell you that this is not a direct problem. This is an information I retracted from the data just for you to understand it better. I don't want to talk too much on this. Department performance rating, so we're writing on Medium for somebody that has not even seen this before. If the person should read this, the person should understand this. The person is saying certain things, you are understanding what each department that we've talked about, their performance rating. You can see the percentage here. Coming to employee promotion status, so I don't waste time. Let me not go through all the KPIs, so we can all see that the KPIs here, they are very, very, I didn't make them too long. So when you are using Medium, you don't need to actually make it too long, because me myself, I'll get tired. I'll just stop reading about it. I'll just even not say anything about it. So now this is my recommendation. Okay, this is new. This is my recommendation. Now for each KPI, now the first thing is I'm not monetizing my Medium, because I've not gotten a lot of engagement, and also the major essence, to be fair, why I started posting on Medium is just to get attention from people. People can see what I've done, get a good job and all. That's one of the reasons. Other people do it maybe probably after getting a job. Other people do it just to upskill themselves, show other people what they can do via Medium. When other people go through your portfolio, they'll be probably impressed. They want to know how you got to do certain things, and so now from this place, I'm giving a recommendation as the HR analyst now. I'm telling you that from this total number of employees now, I want you to implement scalable HR system to effectively manage this mid-sized workforce. We should develop clear organizational hierarchies and reporting structures. Now, I'm recommending things we can do based on the things I've gotten from my analysis as an analyst, and I'm putting it out there. I'm talking about the gender distribution, what we can do to ensure that this gender distribution is, let me just say, almost equal. You implement unconscious bias training for hiring managers, develop mentorship programs, set measurable diversity goals, things like that. This environmental satisfaction now, what can we do to it? Create an environmental satisfaction task force, improve the physical workspace conditions. If you had gotten like 5.44 over 5.44, we're still going to recommend something. I feel like what we're going to recommend at that stage is we need to maintain our 100% environmental satisfaction rate. So as an analyst too, sometimes things might be 100%, might not be. I'm just putting out there too. Still talking about the 7-year distribution. We can develop backup plans for critical positions. Department performance, maintain balanced resource allocation across departments. Basically, on my Medium, I'm trying to give recommendations on the things I've gotten from my analysis. Now, additional overall recommendation, again, this is implement HR analytics tool, automate routine processes. Now, these things, if I'm given the opportunity, I can still write about each of them again. But again, I don't want somebody that is going through my portfolio to get bored easily. So when you're writing on Medium, it doesn't need to be too long. You just need to make them understand what you're writing about. That's it. Explain what you want. For me now, because I believe I know something, I'm trying my best. I know certain things, and I want you to know I know what I'm doing. So I believe that somebody using Medium, if you don't know what you are doing, you probably not be able to use Medium basically. So the next one is the conclusion. Yeah, I share my experiences. Now, I told you this is my conclusion is based on why I am uploading on Medium. I'm not concluding as an HR analyst now. I believe it's very, very clear and very, very important to understand this. I'm not concluding based on being an HR analyst for my company. I'm concluding based on why I'm uploading on Medium. I share my experience using Power BI to transform data and creating a dashboard. Through my analysis and visualization, inside recommendation has been stated. Now, this project reflects my expanding skills. Now, if you read that part, this project reflects my expanding skills in data analytics and visualization, and I welcome your feedback. So I'm basically concluding, telling you that all these things that I've written is just about me upskilling myself. It's just about me saying, okay, this is what I can do. So I'll just quickly, so this is on SQL. I think I'm not showcasing, I'm just trying to show you something. Don't think I'm showcasing. Please, are you guys see with me? I've not spoken for too long, please. Okay, bless him, Makinde. Please, can you still hear me very well? You guys can still hear me.
We can hear you perfectly.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so back to this. So let me just talk about this now. So, for example, now, this one now is about me using Python. And these images are screenshots, so it's not like, if you are using apart from this Medium, GitHub, I think they are live dashboards. I think you need source codes and things like that. I don't know if you can upload images like this, to be honest. I'm not. So now if you look at this, my Python, I'm telling you, I'm importing my data set. I think I even enjoyed this way more than others, to be fair. So this one I started about importing and cleaning my data. I'm showing you how I was importing my data. Normally I could have said, how I started bringing, maybe I didn't have pandas before. So if you look at the note, I said importing pandas to read file. I'm telling you why I need my pandas. I'm telling you why we need pandas in Python. Using Python as an analyst is different from probably how a software engineer will use Python and all. But I'm saying you have to make them follow you step by step. If you look at this now, this is the initial data I brought into Python, and I said upon close inspection, identify and removed the empty columns. You can see NaN, empty columns. I extracted the relevant data starting from column index 2, 0, 1, 2. I'm sure a lot of us know about that. Column index 2. I started from there. Then I'm telling you again, if you look at the notes, printing data from column index 2 to the end, that is where we have data. So this is very, very interactive to me. And if somebody is using Medium, the person should understand, or even a non-technical person should understand while going through this thing. So you can see that from this one again, and I said before starting, I checked for a brief confirmation for all columns in the data set. So I'm telling you that I use this this here. I use it to check for all the columns in my data set. I can see every column there is present. Then and I started talking about the KPIs, the top 5 earners in the company, how I got them, So it's basically very, very easy to use Medium. I'm just using this one because this is one of the things that I really, really loved working on. I'm not going to lie. I really enjoyed working on this myself. So let me come back to this. Maybe I should stop sharing my screen. So basically, using Medium is very, very important. But to be fair, I'm not going to enforce it on everybody. Say you must use Medium, you have to, because I don't think that's how things work. I think you yourself, you need to know what you like. You need to understand the available sources out there. You need to know that, this is what I can do. But to me, for somebody like me that does not like stress, and you probably like what you are doing, you want people to know this is what I'm doing and I enjoy it. I think using Medium is very, 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 very important. And so why I will encourage you to use Medium is that Medium is easy to read. To be fair, to be very, very honest, Medium is very, very easy to read. You can get a lot of people to read it and understand it very, very fast. You don't really need stress. I'm just emphasizing on the stress-free mannerism of this thing. So it is very, very easy. The articles need to be very detailed. You have to make everything ideal, explaining your methodology, your insights, and again, it's not as if you don't have disadvantages. For example, you don't have a live dashboard for Medium. So probably there are certain things that are important for certain people, but I'm still saying it based on my little experience and what I know. I really, really enjoy Medium. I don't know if there's anything I would like to talk about again. I think I've mentioned everything. So thank you very much for having me today. I really, really appreciate this opportunity, and I would really like to learn from everybody also, you know. Thank you very much, Mr. Our coordinator. I think I'm done. Thank you very, very much.
Okay. Thank you for that experience. Thank you very, very much. We really appreciate that. That's a wonderful one. Please, can we see that reaction? Please let it come in. Yeah, Toby, thank you. Akeem, thank you. Tajude, yeah, thank you very much for that. Okay, yeah. Well, I enjoyed this session a lot. Coupled with the fact that he explained and made us understand that if you want to write on Medium, then it should be structured. You're going to realize that it started with some levels, right? Title, dashboard, um, KPI summary, the data cleaning. First of all, can anybody hear me? Okay, awesome, awesome. So we have the data cleaning. Then he went ahead to talk about the explanation of each KPIs and so on and so forth. So that's a very fantastic one. Thank you very much for that. So we want to move on to the next one on our agenda, and that's where we have another amazing, another important session. You don't want to miss this, right? So let's get right into it. Before we go into it, I also want to use this medium again to appreciate our experts again. Thank you very much for that wonderful session. Okay, yeah, where the art. This is where it gets interesting. Okay. I don't know. Do we have people who have medium account here? Do we have medium accounts? First of all, let's start from there. Let's show a maybe emoji that we have a medium account. Okay, one person. Where's again? That's two. Blessing. Okay. Where's again? Oh, just two people. Okay, it's fine. So let's do this way then. Since majority of us don't have the medium profile yet, that's fine. So we want to put on their hearts, right? Our experts have already made us understand how we can write successfully on Medium, right? How we can leverage it, especially for people that are lazy like me as well. So if you are lazy like me, so I'll be leveraging Medium by God's grace henceforth. So let's do something now. In the
It's
comment
not for
section,
lazy. It's not for
can
lazy
we
people. I say if you don't like stress, oh, it's not for lazy people. If you don't like
like,
stress, oh.
oh my bad. Oh my bad. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like that's what I wanted to say actually. The issue of writing on, even me too, writing on what's it called? I don't like all those platforms very well like that. So I once used Medium as well, but not. But I will start making it compulsory, something I'll be writing on very well. So thank you for that. So let's wear the hat. The arts that are experts have already um give us. So in the comment section, we want us to do something within few minutes, just 1 or 2 minutes. Write a headline for your any project you've worked on before that you love so much that you can just remember without even looking at the project. Just write a headline, that a catchy headline that you want people to read your Medium post. Yes, let's do that in the comment section, please. In the next 1 or 2 minutes. I believe you can hear me. Can we? Uh, okay, awesome. Thank you. So let's do that in the comment section. I'll do mine as well. I'll do mine as well. Just a topic, headline alone, and that's it. Okay, that's mine. I've once worked on this particular project before. So can we have other people as well to drop their headline? Just something that come up from your head. It does not necessarily have to be a very wonderful or super interesting one. So any project you can remember from your head, just drop anything with a headline in the comment section. We have less than 1 minute left. We're waiting. Okay. Or does it mean we did not actually learn from those headlines it showed us? Okay. Wow, fantastic. I love this. Yeah, awesome. I'm waiting for others. Awesome, awesome. This is so that's fantastic. Yeah, thank you for dropping those ones. Yeah, I really appreciate. We appreciate. So now let's move on to the next thing. Okay, Abdul Malik and analyzing winter foods and beverages with Excel. Chicago. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Impact of training and workforce. Awesome. Data analytics, turning numbers into action. The evolution of new energy vehicle. Lovely. Okay, so thank you for that. Now we move on to the next thing, which is Q&A. Yeah. So question and answer section. Do we have any question for our mentor? Any question? So it means if we don't answer any question, then it means we all understood everything he has said so far. That's fantastic. Okay, so now, but I have a question. Our Mr. Majid, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think someone wrote a question also, but I'm with you.
Okay. How do we insert picture in the write-up on Medium? Okay, yeah, that's a question. Let's answer that first.
Okay,
How
I
do
think
we
this
insert picture?
on Medium, Abi. So I
Yeah,
think this would be easy to answer when um okay. So it's very, very easy. Because I'm not signed in, it is very, very easy. Can you hear me?
loud and clear.
So basically for me, when I'm working on the system, what I do is I use my sniping tool. I snipe the exact part I want to show. Do you understand? Now, when working on Medium, there's a plus sign. Like you just want to start a paragraph. All you just need to do is to paste the picture. When you snipe it, you copy it, you paste it there. It is very, very easy to use. That's why I said I like Medium. It does not stress me. I just copy whatever I snap and I paste it and I put my title be under. So it's basically as easy as ABC, honestly. I think I've answered that. So all the person needs to do is just snipe. If the person has the picture on the desktop, all you need to do is just copy. You can drag, you can do anything. It's just very easy to use. I think
Okay, so
that's
sorry, sir. You meant we can just copy the picture and paste it on the medium this thing.
yes. All you that you just copy it
Wow,
and paste it there.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. Yep. So the next question is how do we include charts or dashboard
How do we
in the write-up? Include chart or dashboard in the write-up.
I think it's the same I think it's the same question. Am I wrong? I think
Okay.
it's the same question. Okay, you know what we'll do? Let me quickly just go to my Medium page. Yeah. So I'll go to my
Okay.
Medium page, share my screen, and I'll show you.
Yeah, preferably. That's more preferred. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened, sir. I would like to share my screen now. Can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear.
Okay, so I would like to share my screen now. So can you see my screen? Please confirm. Ah, what is this? Please, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, now so let me just say now this is okay, let me get my sniping tool. This is my sniping tool. So whatever the chat you have, whatever you have, all you just do is snipe it. And let me just say I want to snipe this exact part. I have it. So you can actually just copy it from here, but automatically your system will just paste it if you don't. But let's just copy it. Now this is let me say this is my title. Analytics. This is my title. Just put it like this. Now you can see what I was saying about the plus sign. Yeah. So I've copied that picture. All I do is paste it. Like I said, it's very easy. See, I've pasted it. I can give my this is medium bed. That is it. So I'm coming down again. Can you see the chart? So this is the same thing I did for my portfolio. All you just need to do is to snipe the dashboard and paste it. It's very, very easy. I hope you guys understand. I don't know if I'm still there. Hello?
Yeah. We are still with you.
Okay. Okay, let me stop. Please, if you don't understand, I can do it again, but because I want to stop sharing. I feel like it is very, very easy. Just snipe what you want to snipe and paste it there. It's very, very easy. Thank you very much.
Okay. Um, thank you for that response. Okay, so oh, he left. I
I'm
guess
still
it's
here. I'm
network.
still here.
Okay, okay. Let's see, he left. Okay, so another question. We have another question in this comment section. So he said the image size. Okay, that doesn't matter. But I think he has responded to that. We really want to just size it.
Okay, so for that image size, I believe, for example, like I said, you cannot, I don't think you can give a very good, um, how will I put it, a very good project on Medium without understanding what you want to do first. Because I don't, like now, the image size, it has to, depending on what you want to show. For example, if you look at the Python I worked on, you can see that it was a script, it's just my code. I don't need to show you the whole screen of my laptop. I don't know if you understand. So you just have to snipe the important aspect and put it there. That's all the person needs. We don't need the person to see that you're connected to Wi-Fi. You don't need the person to see any other thing. Sure, you get. So it's just very important that you snipe what you want the person to see. If you're talking about let's say in BI now, we're talking about a time frame, maybe within this year and this year, you're using the line chart. Just snipe the line chart. You don't need to you don't need to go there and screen and add the pie chart to your line chart, and you're telling us you're talking about the line chart alone. Because if you snipe that in pie chart, we have to understand why the pie chart is in the picture. Do you understand? So all you need to do is get what you need and upload what you need, basically. So I think there was a question about URL. I'm not seeing that question again.
Okay,
Are
thank
you
you for
still
that.
okay?
So another question is what are the common mistakes that make a dashboard misleading, and how do we undo when we have overwhelming data?
Okay, so basically this one now is out of Medium. So can I see the question? I think you were showing us before, so that I
Yeah,
can just read
okay.
it and assimilate it before I answer.
Um,
I think he was talking about overwhelming data, right? Where's
yeah.
the question? What are the common mistakes that make dashboards misleading? Okay, so I think one very important thing I've learned about dashboards is about the structure, about the sizes of what we're using to create a dashboard. For example, if you are using a card now, you're creating a dashboard where you have total number of employees, you have total number of male, female, and the sizes are different. It does not make your dashboard look very. I think that is a very common mistake, and I learned it from one of our lead teachers. Let me just put it that way. That, and I still see it a lot of the time where you are using a card, or let's say a box. You're creating a dashboard and it is not uniform. The sizes, one is way bigger than the other. You are doing there's so many. Those are, I think that is like a major issue that I see around. Apart from the fact that you're trying to pass a message, I think that the dashboard needs to be very, very fine because it's going to attract people. It's just something that you need to build as for yourself as an analyst. You need to make sure you are very detailed. So when you are working on a dashboard, try and make sure that your sizes are the sizes of whatever you are doing, everything looks very, very uniform, because that's a very common mistake I see. Then how do you handle too much data without overwhelming the user? What do you mean by, I don't know what the person means by the user. Is it the analyst that is the user? But I want to believe you are talking about the analyst. There's nothing like, I don't think there's anything like too much data. That's the first thing. personally, I'm talking from my own experience. Maybe other people have other views, but I don't think there's
Um,
anything
I,
like too
I
much
think
data.
I think the question the person is trying to ask is that how can you make sure that your dashboard that you are visualizing does not contain too much visuals? I think that's the
Okay.
question the person wants to ask.
And that is it. Okay, so if you don't want it to, so what people do, even myself, what I do is before you even create your dashboard, I think you looking at the data, looking at the KPI, looking at what you want to get from that data. You need to sit down and probably draw, maybe have a sketch, just put a sketch somewhere, because you have the data, you know what you want to get from that data. You know you are thinking about how to make all these KPIs show in your dashboard. Do you understand? So you have to have probably like a sketch in mind. There are so many tools, if you don't want everything to occur at once, there are so many things you can use on Excel or Power BI where you just have to click. For example, if you can use a slicer now, you're going to select one part. It's going to bring, let's say, male and female now. You click on the male, it's bringing all the information about the male. You click on the female, it's bringing everything about. So that one now, you have to, like, everything is not showing on that dashboard. It's when you click on the male, you're going to get information about the male. Click on the female, you get only information about the female. Then you have the general information. I don't know if it makes sense to you. I don't know if I explained that better. All I'm trying to say is, as an analyst, if you are thinking this dashboard is overpopulated, you don't like it, there are so many tools you can use to just make it easier. Because again, if the dashboard is, if too many things are on that dashboard, you yourself, it will be really appealing to you. You understand? So you have to learn, like me myself, I learned from, I just used to ask, but I watch a lot of YouTube, I got a lot of links. You have to sit down, understand it. You have to be curious on how to make this thing close to perfection or perfect. So that's one thing I've also learned in recent times, that if you're not very curious, if you're not really, really paying attention to the little details, you'll probably not be among the top people. So under your data, I don't think there's anything like too much data. That's like the data. There's not. I don't believe there's anything like too much data. Is yapa. You cannot count it. I'm sure you have a lot of Yoruba people here. Opo. Like data and Opo,
Yeah.
that. So there's nothing like too much data. So you just have to be able to, in your own head, probably have a sketch of what you want, and do justice to your visualization. And again, that is why you can't use Excel for certain type of data. If it is too much, you probably use Python or use SQL. You have Fabric to use also. So you just have to understand. That's why I said, if you don't know what you are doing, it will be very, very difficult. You have to understand the data first. In your head, you already have an idea of how the outcome should look like, and you'll be able to work on it from there. That's basically it.
Yeah. So thank you for that. Um, can I see a reaction for that? Just a form of appreciation. Yeah, this thing is not enough now. Come on, we can do better.
So
Yeah, thank you.
let me go to
Okay, so the last one, because our time has gone. So I want us, I want our um lecturer to please answer this question. And the question is, what is the structure of a good report write up? Like, we have done everything right and do coding and everything. So how do we structure? Do we always have a structure in our mind? How, like, the subheading, when should you come? And so, like, do you have a particular structure you normally follow when writing on
Okay,
Medium?
for me, like I think I was talking about it a little bit. Maybe I didn't align it or say it according to how it's meant to be. But now you have to have a title, like I said, you must have a title, because what are you talking about? If you don't have a title, the person will just open your, like I said, understand that I upload on Medium to create awareness, to make people see what I can do, look for better job opening. So when I'm looking for a job, like in my CV now, I have the link to my portfolio for there. That is my own essence. Do you understand? So you have to know why you're uploading there. And like for me, the title, I think that's the general thing. So if somebody is monetizing Medium, for example, now, the way I'm writing on Medium, It's not the same way the person is going to write on Medium. Because the topic for today is about technical writing and we are using Medium. So now me, I'm talking from somebody who is trying to make other people see what that person can do. There's a certain structure I follow. But for somebody who is writing an article, you understand? I don't know if you understand. There are different things. So from my own structure, you have to have a very good, you have to have a very good title first. When you write your title, you are going to talk about your source data. How did you get this data? Is the data from the people selling pepper at the junction? Did you go to cargo to get this data? You know, where did you get this data from? That's what we're talking about, the data source. After your title, you are telling them, oh, this data consists of this is gotten from this is you get. So if you talk about your data now, then you are going to the main body. Now, this main body consists of several things. You're talking about the data cleaning process. You're talking about your KPI. You're talking about your analysis, what you got. For the data cleaning process now, you have an Excel CSV file. You want to take it into Power BI. So you're putting us through how you got this data in Excel. You have a screenshot of, okay, this is the raw data I have from Excel. Then you tell us how you took it to Power BI. You opened your Power BI, you clicked on this, you clicked on that, you're able to bring in your Excel. You know, so you have to just make it very, very, very short, concise, and let the person reading understand it fast. And it is very important because when a non-technical person can look at your project and understand it, and I believe you've done something very, very good. If the HR or the assistant gate person in your office gets a glance at that and can understand it, and I think that you've done a very good job. So after talking about your data cleaning process, understand that after the title, hmm, after that title, you said about you are doing an introduction. That's why I was talking about the data source. The data source is about you are introducing us to that data set. You're telling us that, oh, this is where I got my data source from. I don't know if you guys are following. So let me just start numbering them so you'll be able to understand. So number one is the title. Number two is the introduction. In brackets, inside my introduction, I'm talking about the data sets, like about my data set. I'm introducing you to the data, how I got my data, what is entailed in this data. Then number three is the main body. Now, in that main body, you have a subsection, you have another subsection where you're talking about the data cleaning process, how you clean this data, how you were able to remove duplicates, the things that are meant to, you're making me follow everything. Then you're telling me, okay, after I finish cleaning this data, I move to this another subsection under my main body. Now, okay, this is what I got. We have total amount of 60 males in this organization. We have 40 females. We get. So I'm not telling you what I'm getting for my analysis after data cleaning in my main body. So after that main body now, that which is number three, then four, I'm talking about my recommendation. You know, if whatever I see, whatever I analyze now, I'm finding a solution to it. As an analyst, all we do is to solve problems. Now I'm saying that we have 60 male and 40 female in this organization. How can we make it 50-50 or 51-49? We have the gap is too much. So now I'm giving you my recommendations and analysis. That is why I'm here. I'm telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that. You need to create more welfare. You need to be able to give, I'm giving you my recommendation. Then in my conclusion, now again, remember, as if I'm a senior analyst now, for example, I'm a senior analyst with 25 years experience. My conclusion, maybe I'm an HR analyst, senior HR analyst. My conclusion is going to be about, okay, these are the things you said, and these are the things we concluded. These are the things that we need to face. These are the things that we've been able to work on. Do you understand? But me uploading on Medium now, because of my intention of why I'm uploading on Medium, I believe I read it to you guys that I was telling the reader that this my conclusion is telling you that I want to upskill myself. This is what I can do with this data. This is what I have done. So basically, it's just about you knowing why you are writing on Medium. I don't know if you understand me. So it is very, very, very easy. And each KPI is okay, yeah. So I'm looking at what you wrote now. So this is basically everything you need to know about the structure. And yes, you can put your URL. It is very, very easy. I don't want to just try and share my screen again, but I added my LinkedIn URL at the bottom of what I wrote there, and it is very, very easy for people to just access. So it's just about article writing. People, if you follow people who monetize their medium, I'm sure you're going to understand what I'm saying. It is just about writing, explaining, showing people that this thing I can do it, and this is how I did it. So I believe I've answered those questions. And what is the structure to I've answered those questions. I don't know if there's any other question.
Yeah, you did. You've done justice to the questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So can we see a round of applause? Is an emoji to show that we've actually learned one or two today. Yeah, thank you, Tajudeen. Thank you. Are we only having Tajudeen here? How about us? Come on, let's have it. Let's have it. Yeah, thank you. Let's have it. I love that. Yeah, that's the energy. It seems Mr. Tajudeen, it seems I'm owing you something. This your reaction is getting so energetic. Yeah, I love that. Thank you very much for that. Okay, yeah. So we've learned a lot. Yeah, we've gone very, very far. We've learned a lot. Thank you for coming. We appreciate every one of you. So what we want to do now is very, very simple. It's not something hard. We just want to we want every one of us to kind of like okay, we can't do that right now. That's fine. So what we just want to do is few minutes picture together. Yeah, I didn't we're in the morning. We would have some people who write in another country, they might be in the morning right now. And so, but here in Nigeria, it's not in the morning. This is very, very late. So just a few moments, we're going to be taking a picture of everyone in this session. Please don't leave yet, please. Yep. Let's take a picture of everyone in this program. Don't leave yet, please. Yeah.
I think it's good that you take the picture with your screen that you were sharing. That was a very good spot for taking picture. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
So you can also show the slide. Yeah, I think it was nice. Like,
Oops. I wanted to show the full screen of this one, but it's not showing. I guess yeah.
just share your screen. I think if you share your screen, it will be nice. Or what do you think?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen already. But I wanted to capture everything at once. But I think that might not be
Yeah, you can
possible.
do that. You know what? Move on to slideshow on your PowerPoint. So that means that is what you are sharing on your screen. Then every other person, they will take the picture together. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay, don't worry. I can help you to take the picture now. Just hold on. With your screen being shared and every other person that is on the call. Yeah, I'm taking it. 1, 2, go. Yes, I've taken it. Yeah, it is good.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. Before we leave, there is something very, very important, which is this last part. don't go yet. This part is something very, very important, and you wouldn't want to miss it. You will definitely want to. You would not want to miss it. Yeah. Why did I say that? Because it involves, you've been here for a very long time, at least, even if it's not that long, but then it's still long to us. So we want you to do something very important right now, and that's going to your social media page. You might not do you could do that, right? So tag us on your social media page on LinkedIn and on Twitter. And then of course we have something very huge, something very important for whoever is going to be having the highest engagement from now to the next 7 days. Yeah. So please do go to your social media page, tag us, and tell us maybe just few important things you've learned with by participating, by joining this session. Three things, four things, five things, any amount you want to put right on your social media page. Just tell us what you've learned so far on by joining this session. Yeah. So you can do that right now, and then we're going to be giving a presentation to whoever have the highest engagement. Yeah, trust me, you don't want to miss this gift. You definitely don't want to miss this gift. Yeah, it is something good. So thank you for joining. Thank you for being part of this session. We appreciate every one of you. We appreciate every one of you. It seems the founder has one or two to say.
Okay, so okay, yeah. Hello, good evening, everyone. Can we hear me?
Yeah,
Good
perfect, perfect.
evening. Yeah, everybody, thank you for joining the call. As the anchor have rightly announced, go on our social media on your page, LinkedIn or Twitter, and let us know what you've learned. Tag us, and we are going to be rewarding the person with the highest engagement. Then also is that as we talked about Medium today, we are also going to be bringing an expert to come up to how to write or give up. You know, stuff seems like it's a little bit complex, it's difficult and all. We are going to be bringing an expert in the next few weeks that is going to be coming to give us, to show us live session, just like a Gafar did today, but that expert is going to be doing more of live session on that day. So let us just be aware and look forward to our announcement. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for that. God bless you. Thank you. So a very can we show an emoji? Can you show emoji and reactions to indicate that we've enjoyed this particular session? Yeah, thank you, blessing. Thank you, Sadiq. Oh, blessing. Thank you, Ideolua. Thank you. Yeah, Tijudin. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So have a wonderful night. Bye. Oh. Mr. Abdul Rashid, can you please help us end the call?